Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the What Kind of Man at YouTube with another modelling video. A little bit since I've done an update on my Gunpla Builders World Cup series build. Unfortunately, some bad news. I haven't really had the finesse, or it didn't really I just didn't feel it this year, so I haven't done a lot of work. And some circumstances occurred and I'm running out of time. Not one for excuses, but things have happened, and in theory I don't have time to finish this project. I've got about a week and 1 month and 1 week. I haven't even registered for the event, bought tickets, bought accommodation yet, 'cause I don't know if it's even feasible to rock up to the event. Though that all aside, there's a bit bad news. I'm going to work very hard with the timeline still in mind. I will be on leave for about 2-3 weeks, and that will be dedicated a large proportion in finishing this project off. Though, even though I haven't really done much in the way of modelling since the DRC and Model Expo, that's about 2-3 weeks, I've put a lot of work in this in the last week. And this finally has a diorama base which can come in 3 parts. I'll show that later. And this is the scenario or look that I am looking for. It's going to be more littered with debris, and painted and sand, with a door and building backdrop, and these guys fighting their guts out. Now, the grunts are mostly done. Only this fella here, which I'll talk about, needs about a day's work. And then I can work on the 2 heroes, which should not be too hard. Mostly putty and metalwork. The grunts were very intricate, and we'll go through each of them. I don't remember what I've done in the last video, but let's cover things from level to level. So this is the base. I plan for it to come in 3 pieces, so it dismantles and fits in my nice esky, flat packed with bubble wrap. It's very important in its construction that it will be transferable for air flight. Now, I'm not suggesting that I have any chance of winning, but just to get to Sydney, let alone Japan, is a problem, and I've already designed it to come in 3 pieces. I'll pull it apart and talk more, but we'll have like a ruined building effect, debris, and these guys climbing over the debris fighting. So we can see the breakup. Got these brass rods and holes. They're actually drilled out with a manual drill, and everything's cut with my awesome precision woodworking skills. Not exactly square, but that's okay. How things will be decorated will be fine. There is a slight gap in the joint. I will play with that in its overall design. And we've got these little pieces there that matches up the backboard to the floorboard. Just dodgily tuck some nails and a very thick plastic card. This is still in pieces. This is just a mere mock-up. I need to get some balsa wood, and then I can do like a ton of work. I love diorama work, so this base will come together, painted and finished very, very quickly. Not a problem. But dioramas are not a big, actually not even a requirement anymore in the Gunpla Builders World Cup, since a few prominent models and champions have gone with just a clean base and all the work in the actual model itself. All in all, I love telling a story via a diorama, and that's how it's going to go down. Just quickly, the enemy orcish full armoured soldier with a arrow in its chest, dying, full of blood effects, is 100% finished. Not sure if explained in the last video. Matted and everything. I'm very happy. If all the models come out to this quality, I could be very, very proud of this build and happy. As promised, this guy is built and textured. The texturing is a very interesting process. I think in his independent video I'll explain how it was done. Very difficult, very, very messy. He was the hardest to scratch build, and he took a lot of work. It's more or less an old school yarn wearing a medieval buff coat, buckler, sword, Norman helmet. Very unusual combination. It does have special significance to me, but it will be explained once 100% finished and shown with its reference photo. So he's been primed, base coated. I just need to start painting him, and he should take a very short amount of time to paint. Very basic scheme. The chainmail guy. Now, he was an absolute pain in the ass. I know Ghost of Xeon a few years ago tried a chainmail effect at the end of a Sazabi. I managed to cover an entire GM with it, so very proud of that. Keeping his ankles together, holding a spear, interesting gorget, shoulder pads. Not historically correct, accurate armor, but to the untrained eye, it's very cool, very menacing. He is also holding a flag, which is made by brass, a bit tricky to attach, all bent up and flowing nicely. That will happen very shortly. He just needs a tiny bit of cleanup and detail, ready for priming practically in a week's time. So his painting is going to be insanely easy, just dry brush, hand paint galore. So his process, very, very pleased, very happy. He's one of my favourite, to be honest. This guy's process is a tad disappointing, though he is my absolute 100% next focus as I'm working on the chainmail flag bearer guy. All in all, he's actually not that far behind, even though he looks very Spartan. He's going to have a laminar leather armor effect, which will be a little time consuming and easy, and lots of fur effect around. I absolutely love his Spanish Inquisitor style armor, and the shield is kind of cool, being curved and everything, as one menacing basket hilt sword. Leg armor, pretty cool too. I'm very happy with him. I think he'll come out quite nice. These guys virtually untouched, and unfortunately going to be a big problem. I watched a movie recently and I got an idea how I want to go with him. He's going to have very mismatchy parts all over the place, very menacing. I'm just going to go have fun and just slap a heap of random and very bulky bits to him to make him as big and menacing as possible. This guy, the Zaku 1, he's going to have a lot of putty work, but not too much detailing, as his painting is going to be a bit more trickier, so I want to have him started to be painted as soon as possible. He will have a round shield, but I want to really like how the Zaku comes out. All in all, that's everything so far. 1 week, 1 month, with about a week, then I will not be able to even look at this. Not 100% sure if Sydney's an agenda, but we're not going to be talking negative. Going to be very positive about this, and I'm going to work on this solidly until finished before the competition. So wish me luck. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, catch you guys later.